Whatever happens with democracy affects the citizens. It affects their daily living. It affects the future of their children. So we must all man get involved to make it work, because you know it is not working in Nigeria today. What's your comment? Whether we are going to do coalition or not, let's talk about the future of the country. Because often we abandon the country and what we need to do, talking about power grab. I'm not interested in any coalition that is for purpose of taking power. It is about discussing Nigeria. How do we care about securing Nigeria? How do we care about the common person in Nigeria? How do we care about our children being in school? That is the most important thing for now.
The former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Tinubu, has said that he is not interested in being part of any political coalition purposely targeted at taking over of power from President Bola Tinubu. Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, while speaking with journalists at a two-day national conference on strengthening democracy in Nigeria in Abuja on Monday, said his major interest is discussing the future of Nigeria and seeing Nigeria work. Well, for me, what is important is let's discuss Nigeria. Whether we are going to do coalition, let's talk about the future of the country. But often we abandon the country and what we need to do and talk about power grabs. The Nigeria Tribune quoted Obi as saying, he added, I am not interested in any coalition for the purpose of taking power. It is about discussing Nigeria. How do we care about securing Nigerians? How do we care about the common person in Nigeria? How do we care about our children being in school? That is the most important thing for now. Obi, who called for concerted effort to stop financial inducement and stealing of public funds in Nigeria politically system, added, that's what we need to remove, because what you are doing is that you are encouraging stealing of public funds. Because if I steal and I use it to win an election, then I get all the power and everything, including immunity, not to be prosecuted. So we must stop it. That is what is driving the stealing. So P2B was actually talking about the issue in Nigeria, that his interest is beyond being in power. But what he wants is that Nigeria should think of how to make the country a better place. How to think of their children being in schools. Because come to think of it, every child or most of our leaders, our politicians' children, they are studying abroad. Then why not use that money you spend to enrich other countries? Why not invest it in your country and produce good schools that your children can go to and other person's children can go to? Because these days, all they are doing is they are sponsoring or they are boosting another country's economy with the public funds. Because Wiki have been exposed that he has no other business outside politics. That means he's training his child with the public funds outside country. Then that means you're enriching, you're taking from Nigeria and you're giving to a foreign country that are already doing well. And then tomorrow we are talking about a better Nigeria, where our leaders don't even have hope or interest in Nigeria. All they are doing is they're sending their children to a better school outside country, and then they are letting the poor children not to go to school. Because this day in Nigeria, we have lots of dropout of children because of the hike in school fees, because of the hike in everything in Nigeria. Because right now, school fees is alarming. The price of school fees is alarming. How can a secondary school paying the school fees are roughly 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira? Secondary school, university, federal university now paying roughly 100 something thousand naira. Federal university are paying 100 something thousand. Then how do you expect a poor child to go to school? Or how do you expect a poor parents to train their children in school? It doesn't make sense. So this is what P2B is driving at. Let's make Nigeria great by investing in Nigeria. Invest in your country. Invest in your country. That's the only way you can make Nigeria better. But the funny part and the worst case is that our leaders don't even have hope in Nigerians again. Because why will you be sending your children to study abroad where you have universities in Nigeria, but because you do not equip those universities, you do not look at those universities, you're not taking care of those universities, you are sending your children to go study abroad, which does not make any sense. You are enriching another country, and then you are making your country more poor and more poor, because they're taking our public funds and using it to train their children abroad. That means you take from the poor to give the rich. That's what this country is doing. And in Nigeria, we have trading of two persons. It's either you are poor or you are rich. Then if you are poor, sorry for yourself. If you are rich, you have all the right to do everyone to do. In Nigeria, the rich or the elite, they are above the laws. But if the poor man commits a crime that the rich commits, the poor man suffers it, the rich goes free. Because the reason why the federal government are busy arresting Yahoo boys up and down, but yet we have some persons in the government that stole public funds worth billions of naira, and none of them have been arrested. But go to the prison, go to the detention of the EFCC, you see more of Yahoo boys, young boys there. You will not see politicians there. Because of what? They are above the law. Then the poor people are not above the law. That means this country is totally finished. So I'll see you guys as earlier in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Stay tuned, guys.